is Friday. I can't even believe it. Friday, November 8th. First, before I want to mention this right away, I want to wish all the veterans, both here and around the world, a happy Veterans Day on Monday. It's my husband's one of his favorite holidays, Thanksgiving being the other one. But anyway, so happy, yes, Veterans Day to all of those veterans. And so today we're going to do oops, wait a minute. There we go. Hello. I just had the camera on the wrong place. Anyway, yeah, so I've got two cards that we're going to do today because it's not quite 10 o'clock. So let me just put I got some magnets here I got to put away. Let me put those away real quick. Okay, I don't know why all of a sudden I got a little question mark. I don't know what that means. I hope we're live. So let me know if you're there. Please do pop on. It's 10 o'clock, so let us get started. I am going to put this light on just to see if this is going to make a difference. I didn't put the backlights on because sometimes I get a glare. But anyway, good morning to everybody. We've got two fun cards to show you today. Let me pull these over here so you can see what they are. This one is using the Perennial Lavender DSP. You know how nutty I am about DSP. I absolutely love it. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to do this, and then I'm going to show you how to do this. Actually, I think I'm going to start with this one first. So let me move this out of the way. This one is using hey, Jan, good morning. Thank you so much for popping on. I was a little nervous. I had an exclamation point popping up here, and it didn't give me information. So I'm glad we're live. Okay, that's good. All right, so here is my card for one of them for today. And this is using the absolutely gorgeous Autumn Expressions bundle. I love this bundle. Whoops, let me see. Yeah, here we go. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, here is the bundle. It's got the dies that go with it. And there's an interesting die in here that I'm going to show you. And then this is the designer paper that goes with it. This is called Splendid Autumn Designer Series paper. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't know what the problem is here. I can see there is an issue. It's, I don't know. Well, hopefully, Jan, can you tell me, are we doing okay here? I hope. Gosh, I hope. All right, anyway, this paper is beautiful. As I said in my newsletter, it does remind me of some of the Impressionist painters, some of the masterpiece painters, just gorgeous scenery. It's beautiful, like landscapes, seascapes, meadows, mountains, flowers. It's just beautiful paper. So anyway, what I'm going to show you how to do is to make this. It's wicked easy, and it's actually kind of fun because you're using a really fun die. So let me put this aside over here, and let me bring in what we're going to use. So I chose a different paper. I'm going to use Mossy Meadow, and we're going to use Mossy Meadow. We're going to use the hot dog fold on this card. So this is all ready to be. It's already scored, so let me, oh good, thank you, Jan, perfect. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, so here is the Mossy Meadow, the base, like this. You know what, maybe I should take this out. Let me just take this out a little bit. Let me bring this over here and see if I can just take this down a little bit. There, that might be better. Okay. Let's see, is that better now? Yeah, I think that's probably better. Okay, so then the next thing I did was I took a piece of basic white cardstock, 5 1/4 by 4, and I ran it through the Forever Plaid embossing folder. I just love this folder. I think it's just beautiful. It's so pretty. It just adds a little bit of, I think, just nice elegance. So let's get this attached to the base of the card. And we're going to do that right now, like this. And good morning, Beth. Thank you for popping on, my Canadian family. I consider you my family. Yeah, my Canadian friends, my Canadian family. Okay, so let's get this on like this. That's better being, oh, good. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. Yeah, good. All right, so let's put this on like this. All right, so there's that. And I just broke my snail. Oh, let's see if I can fix it. Sometimes the loop gets caught. I don't know what does. But anyway, okay, so now the fun part. So in this stamp set, in this bundle, you have so many different dies. Let me just show you what they are. We have the tree trunk. We have the slide for the frame, leaf, and some greenery. So and a leaf. See how pretty that is? Okay, and then of course the words are absolutely beautiful. But the one that I'm going to show you right now is this frame. I love this frame. It's just so different. And you can see here that it's scored, the metal scoring here, so that if you wanted to fold it over and make it like a pocketbook, you could do that. But what I'm going to do today is make it look like a frame. So what I did was I took my piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock and I put it in the top. Now if you'll notice very carefully, this top piece here is wider than the bottom. So when you want to make a frame for your designer paper, you need to use this top piece because that's obviously going to be a little bit wider. So this is what I did. I put it in the Mossy Meadow, ran it through my Stampin' Cut machine, and it comes out like this. Okay, so there's that. All right, then I took the designer paper that I wanted, and I wanted this one. This is the like daisies in the meadow. I wanted that, and I cut it out, and it cuts out this center cut right here. So that's what that looks like that. See how that fits in nicely, perfectly? Okay, so now what I will do is I'm going to take my card base again, and I am going to take my ruler, my little ruler here. This is a ruler that I've had for about 40 years. We had this when we lived in Indianapolis. All right, so this is 5 1/4. So the halfway mark on this is going to be 2 3/4, which is right here. Sorry, I got a little tickle here. All right, that's 2 5/8, and that's 2 5/8. So it's going to be this line right here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little frame right here, and I'm going to add some strips of dimensional to the back of it. Now I already put 4 on, and I will tell you that this is takes a minute or two to do. So I'm going to take a strip off. I've got my little snipperinis right here. And the trick to this is you want to make sure that you get it within the diameter of the Mossy Meadow piece and nothing that's overhanging, because you don't want this to show on the other side like that. Okay, so I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it on like this very carefully, like that, and I'm going to cut it. Now I'm not going to worry so much about the corners because, oh good, I'm so glad. So it'll be fine. There's plenty of adhesive on here to keep this nice and secure. All right, so now, and I want to make sure I've got it right, and I do. All right, so I'm going to put that there. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let me show you, I took this die, look at that die. This is like the hanger or the pocketbook handle, whatever you want to use it for. I'm sure there are other things that people can use it for. And I ran it through some gold metallic paper. There we go. And so now you see, why is that lagging a little bit? It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so here is this gold little handle. And now I'm going to take my piece of designer paper, and I want to make sure I have the orientation correct. This is the right way. I'm going to put some adhesive on. Let me make sure I get that the right way too. I want it this way. So this is the top. So I'm going to put some adhesive right here on each side like that. And then I'm going to take the little handle and I'm going to put it on. So it's going to look like it's hanging from the ceiling. Not the ceiling, silly me. It's hanging from the wall. All right, so let me get this in like this. I want to make sure I get it perfectly correct. It's a little bit tricky at first. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so there's that. Good morning, Barbara. Thank you for joining in. There you go. So see that, how that is like that? Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add more adhesive down here. I really want to make sure that stays, so I'm going to put a good amount of adhesive on like this. There we go. All right, now I'm going to bring in my card base. And as I told you before, here is the half point. So that's 2 5/8 inches to the left, 2 5/8 to the right. And I'm going to bring this down just a little bit, because this is going to be my, there we go, like this. I think this is going to be good like that. Now let me just place it very gently. And I'm going to take my little ruler, that's 1 3/16, and this is 1 3/16. All right, now I'm going to press it. There we go. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Not a problem, not a problem. I forgot to put one little tiny glue dot at the top of the handle. And I really like the fact that we have different size glue dots. These are the smaller ones. So I'm going to take one and I'm going to very gently come back here and put it on the top of that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my little, I love this tool. If you don't have this tool, you need it. See what I did? Can you see what I did here? I'm trying to pull this in. What is going on? Okay, there we go. All right, so there is my glue dot, and I rolled it on top of itself, and I'm just going to put it right at the very top like that, and then I'm going to put it down like that. Now, it's poking out a little tiny bit, so I'm just going to take my Pick Me tool and push it in a little like such, because you don't want it to stick to anything on the top, you know, like the envelope itself. That wouldn't be very good. All right, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little frame, and before I attach my frame to the paper, I am going to take my Wink of Stella and give this a little bit of shine, because I think it will be really pretty to have a shiny frame over my masterpiece. You know what? Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. All right, get this. Here we go. Here we go. And I love Wink of Stella. We're getting ready. I'm in the throes of preparing for our craft weekend at the Stage Neck Inn in York, Maine. We leave on the 21st of this month, so it's, what, 13 days away? So it's very exciting. So I'm crazy busy trying to get ready for that. But I'm doing a pop-up class there, and one of the classes that I'm doing, everybody's getting their own Wink of Stellas. So I got to order a whole bunch of Wink of Stellas. All right, so now I'm going to peel this off, peel the backing off. You can either use your pick-me-up tool or you can use your nails. I don't have manicured nails, and so this comes off very easily with my fingernails. So there we go. All right, so those are all off. This one. And I'm just going to double check to make sure that I can't see any white on the outside, and I cannot. So I'm going to bring my card back in, and I'm very gently going to put this on. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up. There we go, there and there. Very carefully, you want to get it to mirror that entire designer paper like this. Wow, look at that. Pat that down. Oh, what do you think? Look at that. Whoops. You know what? This needs to be pulled. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm good with that. All right, there you are. Now, why did that do that? Anyway, now I'm just going to add a little bit more Wink of Stella. I see over here that I didn't get that colored all the way. But isn't that a pretty, pretty card? Oh, I just love it. And to me, it reminds me, as I said, of an Impressionist artist. And I love this fold. So now we have to do the inside, of course. So let me bring in my piece of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white cardstock. And what I'm going to use is Mossy Meadow ink. And I am going to put some Mossy Meadow ink on the lower right-hand side with these little sheafs. I love this. And then I'm going to take my envelope and I'm going to do the same thing. So there's that. And as long as I've got this here, let's do this. I just think it gives just a nice little addition. And then I'm going to take this back and use the word grateful for you, because I think this can be a lovely Thanksgiving card, but it also could be grateful for you because of something that you've done for someone, or, you know, for someone who's done something nice for you. So there is that. And I shall close this up, because you know how I am with ink. All right, there's that. Now I'm going to add some adhesive to this, get the inside of this done, and we are finished with this one. Talk about easy and fun. I just love this die. I just think it's so pretty. And I'm not going to add anything to the outside. I thought, let me just show you what I thought I would do, although maybe you guys should tell me if I should do this or not. Anyway, there's the inside, like that, okay? And the outside. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. I think it's beautiful. Now, what I was going to do was I'm going to take one of these faux glass dots, like one of the greens perhaps, and put it somewhere on here. Do you think I should or not? Do you think I should just leave it like that and let the focus be the beautiful picture? Or should I add one of these on, or three? One or three, I don't know. What do you think? I think we're lagging in my video this morning for some odd reason. But anyway, all right. I will wait until somebody responds and let me know if we should put these on or not. I tend to think not, but I don't know. Maybe we should. But anyway, there is that card. So this is one card that we're going to be doing next week. And I have plenty of this designer paper. People can choose what they want. So there's that one. Okay, so now let's go back to this one. I love, this could be probably one of my most favorite. I don't think you need gems. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Phew, I agree. Okay, so this has got to be, as I said, one of my most favorite designer papers, Perennial Lavender. I love it, I love it, I love it. So let me bring everything over here that I need for that. And let me just show you here. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, so here is my base. Once again, blah, blah, blah. You know how we do this. This is nothing new. All right, there goes that. There is our base. Then the next thing is I took a piece of Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. And the sizes on this are, I can just show you, maybe at the top, like you're hanging. Oh, you know what, Beth? I didn't think about that. Oh, that might be, yeah. Let's try that. Let me bring this back in. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's try that. All right, let's try this one. I didn't think about that. Oh, Beth, you're a genius. I think that's perfect. What do you think? Yeah, how's that? I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. There we go. That's why I have my peeps to help me out, because we're a team. We do this together. Anyway, okay, getting back to this one. So here is a piece of Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them. Now the bottom one, the Highland Heather, is 3.5 by 5. So this makes this 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. Thank you, Beth. There we go. All right, so let me add a little bit of adhesive here. Actually, I say a little bit, but I really make sure that I have plenty of adhesive because I don't want this to ever pop off. All right, of course, if there is a little error, we always use dental floss, the wax dental floss, to wiggle the layer off. And we do a lot of that in my class sometimes because we have little persnickety issues, so we just have to fix it. All right, so there's that. So then the next thing I did was I took the paper, the Perennial paper, and I used my Perennial postage stamp dies, and I cut them out. This is the second to the smallest die, and then I did have a rhyme or reason here how to do this. Yes, this one goes here, and then this one is going to go here, and this one's going to go here like that. I think that looks good. I think it looks good. Okay, so I'm going to start with the upper left-hand corner, and I am going to put some adhesive on here and get this going. Let me just show you, because I use the corners as my guide. So I'm going to put this in like this, equidistant, and then I'm going to take this one and put this one on the upper right corner, making sure that I have my flowers going in the right direction. I made this a couple days ago, and I, in error, but again, once again, there are no mistakes in Stampin' Up! Because we always fix it. But I had the flowers upside down, so I had to take the dental floss, and my husband had to help me shimmy it off, which is an interesting situation to be in, because it does work. If you ever have a problem trying to get a layer off, the wax dental floss works really, really well. You just have to be really careful when you're shimmying it off. Can't do it when you use tear tape, because tear tape or the Stampin', the other adhesive that we have, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the name of it. Stampin' Seal, there we go. Yeah, because that's wicked, 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 wicked strong. I mean, like wicked strong. Okay, so I've got those 4 on. So I'm going to put this one on next. And this is going to go right here. And see how easy it is if you get those, the upper left, upper right, and then bottom left and bottom right. Then you can use those as guides to put the other ones on. So there's this. All right. Here we go. And here's the last one. Goes in just like that. Perfect. So there's that. All right, now I'm going to put some adhesive on this and put it on the card. I love note cards, and I love giving note cards as a gift because, you know, you never know when you're going to need a note card, when you're going to need something to send to one of your friends or somebody who's, you know, needing to have some love sent their way. And these are easy to have on hand. All right, so there it is. There's that. Now, I already went ahead and stamped my message that says, which I love this. This is actually from Welcoming Window. This is another cute stamp set. I love it. It's really cute. But Welcoming Window, it says, my sweet friend. I love that. So what I'm going to do is put this on with dimensionals. Let me get my dimensionals out. I'm going to take 2 because we want to make sure it stays nice and popped up. There are 2. And, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Silly me. Let's get this off. I forgot to put the hole in here because we're going to put this ribbon on and some twine, which I love. I love doing that. I think, well, there's one of those little flies that are in my plants. They're coming in for the winter. They think they're coming in for the winter. Ha, ha, ha. Well, that's not true. I'm not mean to them. Well, maybe I am mean to them. I don't know. All right, so you notice that I stamped it. Where are you? Here. Over to the right-hand side so that I could make a hole, punch a hole right here, like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece of Gorgeous Grape ribbon and I'm going to thread it through like this. And then I'm just going to fold this on top of itself like this. I'm going to take my twine. Don't you love twine? I love twine. I have a friend she's so funny. She says she doesn't like twine, but I think she really does like twine. But she says she doesn't. Sometimes she brings me a bag of it and she said, I don't like this, you can have it. But I love twine. So, all right, so I'm going to make a knot first. Now this is probably the tricky part. Not really a tricky part. You just have to make the knot and get it close to the edge of the paper, the white paper that we cut out with the postage. Perennial postage dies. All right, so there we go. There is my knot. That's a lovely knot, and I'm going to pull this ribbon just a little bit more, and there we go, like that. Now I'm going to make my bow, and the bow is pretty easy. Making bows with twine is easier than making bows with ribbon for some people. All right, now we've got a little bit of a loop here, so I'm just going to pull that and pull it a little bit more just so I can get it. There we go. That's a little bit better, and I need to pull it on this side just a little bit, and then this side. Sometimes you have to wiggle this a little bit hither and yon to get it to exactly where you want it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, this is a big bow, so let me just pull this down just a little bit. I don't want it quite that big, but that makes me happy. So then I'm going to take my ribbon scissors. Where did my ribbon scissors go? Oh, they've hidden. Oh, you know what? They're over there. That's all right. I'll take these. These snips will work. And I'm just going to cut this off just a little bit. And I'm going to trim. You know what? I do need my ribbon scissors. Hold on, because I want to make sure that I get a nice bevel cut on that ribbon, because that's that soft sheer ribbon, and I don't want to use my snips because I know that wouldn't work very well. But that worked nicely, and so did that. Perfect. All right, so let me get rid of this. And now I can take my ribbon, my banner, and I'm just going to take this piece off. I am going to add another little dimensional right close to that hole where the ribbon was thread through, which is perfect. Take these off like this, and I'm going to place this right in the middle of my card, like right here. Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ridges on this piece of the postage stamp die. So I'm going to find the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right in here between, actually where the M is, that's where it's going to go, like that. Perfect. Oh, all right, look at how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? But I'm not done yet. Now, if you notice on my sample, I used an enamel dot. I love those. They're really beautiful. But this one, I'm going to use one of the shimmer dots because I can, because I have all kinds of them. So I'm just going to pick one. And I like this pack a lot because it's got a lot of variegation to it. But I think I'm going to use this color, and I'm going to put it right here like that. Just like that. There we go. So there's that part. And then we're going to do the inside. Now let me just stick this over here for a second. So what I did for the inside, let me show you the sample again. Thanks, Beth. So on the inside, I took a piece of the designer paper. Instead of putting it on the horizon, I put it on the vertical axis like this, which I think is really kind of cute. So let me get some adhesive on this. And you can pick either side because this paper matches itself. All of these papers do. So here is this. Here is my piece of paper for the inside. And what I'm going to do is make sure that I get it right at the top and right to the side. Now sometimes I leave an edge, but on this one I'm not going to leave an edge. I don't know why. My brain says don't leave an edge. So there is that. Now some adhesive to secure it to our card. And we are almost done. Wouldn't this make a beautiful, beautiful box set? Yes, it absolutely would, Barbara Lash. I think it would. All right, so here's this. And I'm going to put that in like that. Here we go. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I think that's so pretty. And of course, we're not done because now I'm going to take the envelope and make an envelope flap because won't that look pretty in somebody's mailbox? Just gorgeous. Oh, here we go again. Does this happen to anybody? Happens to me. Once in a while, I get a bad lot of these. I've actually started getting these from another source, but yeah, once in a while I get a bad lot. But anyway, there we go. We're back in business. All right, so there is this. Now I want to make sure that I have the right orientation. I do. There's that little butterfly, so that when the person goes to their mailbox, they'll pick this up and they'll say, "Look at this pretty card. This can't be a bill from a company. It's a card from one of my Goombas." All right, so there is this. There we go. All right. Isn't that pretty? I just think it's so pretty. All right, and here's the final card. There we go. Isn't that lovely? I just think it's so pretty. I love these colors. It's gorgeous. So, these are what we're doing this week, my friends. Next week, we're doing this one, and we're doing this one. Or the other orientation. You know, I'm going to show you. Well, wait a minute. You know what? Let me bring it back here. So this might be better for you to see. All right, so we're going to do either this orientation, the horizontal. Now see there we go. And then this one. Or this one this is the vertical one. I think they're both lovely. I think they're both pretty. So you can decide what you want. But anyway, those are the offerings that I have for next week, Monday and Tuesday. So I hope you have a lovely weekend. It's beautiful weather here. We still need rain in New England. I guess we're going to get some at the beginning of the week, but not a lot. But otherwise, it's been beautiful. We haven't had to have the heat on during the day at all. We've been wearing shorts outside, which is unheard of for this time of year in New England. But anyway, that's what it is. It is what it is. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed what we did, and I will hopefully will see you next week. Like I said, I'm really getting ready for our trip to the Stage Neck Inn in York, Maine. We've got 21 people coming. I'm very excited about it, so I'm doing a ton of things. So I'll talk to you more next week about it, and I hope you have a great weekend.